everyone. Today I'm going to be sitting down to plan in my 7x9 plum paper planner. And I also wanted to do better about showing you how I use my multiple planners as a system together. So I do have my traveler's notebook out. This really has my month view and lots of lists and other reference information that I need. And this planner goes everywhere with me. So if anything gets updated in real time, it is this specific planner. So I do have this out to reference, and usually what I do to start my week for planning is have this open to my monthly view, and that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to sit this up here where I can reference it. And then we are going on a trip to South Carolina this week. So I wanted to use this kit from PlannerKate, MK532. It's kind of a whale under the sea theme, and I thought it would be super cute. So this is my plum paper daily planner, and right now I am on summer break. So it's with me all the time. We'll see what happens when I go back to work in August. But for now, this is with me a lot just because I'm home a lot. This is the month view, and that's why I don't like to duplicate information. So you can see here, this was just a fun spread. I'll go ahead and put a card up. I think I did do a plan with me for this particular spread, but you'll notice it's just wacky holidays. It's not any substantial plans. So that's why I have my traveler's notebook up there. Have my daily pages. So far, I've just been using my ink pen, and my pen of choice is the Pilot G2.5 for this planner. And then I also added graph notes pages to each monthly section. You can do that when you order at Plum Paper. So this is the current week that we're wrapping up here, May 29th through June 4th. I used a 7x9 week at a glance from PlannerKate over here, and then just created some sections that I needed over here on the right. And that's going to be my plan again for this week. So we will start by getting that week at a glance down. Again, these are made for the Daily Duo. She makes them in the 7x9 and A5 size. So if you have either of those sizes from Plum Paper and you choose to add notes pages, you could use these sheets to create your own little week at a glance. It's kind of fun to have all of my week sections together in this planner instead of dispersed throughout the weeks or the days, I guess, and then all of my days together. I like it that way. Then I can just use like a paper clip or an ollie clip to keep my pages together and quickly flip back and forth between my week and my day. Okay, so we have that down. I am going to use tweezers for the dates because they are teeny tiny, and I didn't even look or pay attention. So Monday will be the 5th. Okay, so we have the dates down, and then we can look at some plans for my weekly overview. So I do have some of the other sheets from this kit to work with. I used some of them in my traveler's notebook. Here's a look at the sampler page. You can just see how adorable it is. And I can use these stickers on top of this week at a glance page. And I also have the notes page and the journal page that I can use on the adjacent page. So let's look at, well, first I want to mark, we are going to South Carolina. So I'm going to use some of this washi from Washi Sheet B to mark that off. So we will be gone, we'll be flying out on Friday evening and we'll be gone all weekend. We are going to see my aunt and uncle and my grandma, my son and I, and we are super excited to do that again this summer. Last summer we did that as well. So I want to make sure I get that marked because that's like the big thing for the week. And then I'm going to use a decorative box from the sampler page. Now, I am just doing this as like an overview. So all of the flight detail as far as departure time, packing lists, all the nitty-gritty details go in my traveler's notebook, and I will be taking that notebook with me on the trip, and then this planner will stay at home. I don't really want to lug around a 7x9 coil bound planner, but I also want to have everything kind of documented at least as an overview in this planner. Okay, let's look at other things that we have going on other than the big trip. It is still going to be a busy week for us. I'm going to use some of these appointment labels and these dash labels again from the sampler. So on Tuesday at 10 a.m., Gus has his first tumbling practice. Talked about that before. We did register him for that for the summertime, really to assist with his flexibility and kind of improving even more in Taekwondo. The other thing that's going on Tuesday is that Erin Condren is launching their monthly planner. And that's another great planner if you just need the month and then some of these notes pages. You could use this exact setup in that planner. I've done that before. It's kind of a super simple weekly overview and then lots of room for notes and lists. And then on Wednesday, we are having some friends over for a planner play date. So I'll use a half box for that. And we didn't really say a time. It was just like whenever we're up and dressed, come on over. And we're going to call that a plan and play. So my friend comes over. We sit at the kitchen table, do all the planning, and the kids get to play together. Then on Thursday, we have a reading program that's going to be starting, and that will be at 1 p.m. They will have like a traveling zoo situation. So if we want to go pick out books, do some reading, and check out the traveling zoo, that will be available for Thursday as well. And then obviously nothing else planned for the weekend as we will be out of town. And then we need to put in normal reoccurring tasks. So that would be Taekwondo and church. Church would be Sunday, so we will not be going to church this week. We will have a small group on Wednesday, and that will be for me more than anything. My son usually stays home with my husband. So I just want to see if there's something else, a different sticker I want to use. I think I'll use this sheet D, which is the checklist sheet. I really like these dashed flags. we'll use that for my stuff. So 7 p.m. small group. Kind of layer that over the half box. And then my son will have to get in his 2 Taekwondo practices. So we'll go back to that sampler page and use some more appointment labels. So we'll go to the 6 p.m. class on Monday. And the 6 p.m. class, let's see, probably on Thursday this week. All right, so we said Monday and Thursday. Perfect. And then since we have all of this open space on the weekend, I will go ahead and put the weekend banner down. Usually I don't do that because I have plans that I want to put down, but I think that looks cute since the weekend's kind of open there. I will also list my habits, even though Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they probably won't happen. And for the summertime, that is tidying the kitchen every day, making the beds, some stuff for PlannerKate, and I am on the team through June for Crefective paper, so I want to make sure that I plan that. And I'm going to go ahead and just put dots here for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because we won't be home. For kitchen and making the beds, I probably still will be on social media a little bit, so we'll leave the PlannerKate and Crefective paper there. Then we move down to this bottom section. I use this for my YouTube content. And I typically do a Monday video, which is kind of random. Thursday is typically a plan with me, and then sometimes I have Saturday like bonus videos. So usually I would post this plan with me on Thursday. However, I really don't know that I want the whole world to know that we will be out of the state Friday through Monday. So what I'll probably do is edit and have this ready and post it once we get back. So I do have some just, not date specific videos that are already filmed, edited, and uploaded that I'll probably use for content this week. I just need to sit down and see which video works best for which day. So I'm going to leave that blank for now. Then we'll go back up here to this to-do section. I do like to just reference my to-do section from the previous week to see if there's anything on here that didn't get finished, and there are a couple of things. So I do need to get the school-based counselor schedule ready for our meetings for next school year. I do need to get a hold of my health insurance for a pre-approval of sorts. And maybe look into an asphalt quote for our church. Okay, and then it just occurred to me that for this page over here, I might not want to do my typical sections because really half the week is going to be on vacation. So I might keep this a little bit more open and use it for like some memory keeping once I get back. So when I get back and print the pictures, I could include some pictures in here, which I think would be super fun too. So I am going to use some of the journaling kit sheet stickers and just kind of create a framework for the memory keeping. And I'm going to put this torn washi down here as like the bottom frame. And then we'll use a strip of the washi up here at the top. And I think I say this like in every video, I just really like graph pages as my choice of pages as compared to like a lined page or dot grid. I think it just makes lining stickers up and handwriting so much easier. Okay, and then maybe we can make a little bit of a label. This would be cute too. So this is the notes page shell. There's this kind of larger box. You put it down here and just label it South Carolina 2023. And I think that's what I'm going to do for now. And then, like I said, when we get back, I'll have pictures to print. And I was also just thinking, since I don't plan on posting this on the actual week of the trip, I can probably pop back on and print the pictures and put everything back down here. And then you'll see the full spread with the pictures and everything completed. And with a little bit of time and movie magic, I am now back from vacation. We just had an absolute wonderful time, and I wanted to document the trip, like I said, on this page. I did print out some photos from the trip, which I kind of talk about each one as we put them in. I print on my home printer. It's a Canon desktop printer. I didn't edit any of these, so the lighting is what it is. And then I'll use some Tombow adhesive to put those down, and we might use some of these stickers to add some detail or information. So this picture was the flight there with my son and my mom. We sat at the back of the plane and snapped that little picture. And then I have these two from the ice house, which is where we ate one of the first days we were there. And then we did stop at a local Mexican restaurant, so I have those. And then we fixed some German potato pancakes. If you don't know, my mom and my grandma are from Germany. My mom didn't move to the States until she was in her 20s. So we had to get a little bit of home in there and made some German potato pancakes and played a bunch of card games. So let's see how this will work as far as spacing goes. I might end up covering up some of the washi that I already have down, but that's okay. And I can save some of these for my traveler's notebook if I want to do some memory keeping there as well. Okay, let's get this down first. I know this picture of my son playing Old Maid, I want to put down here kind of under this torn washi that I already had down. And guys, hilarious. So we played with him and his cousin who's 3 years older. He's 9, and my mom. And you know, you're not supposed to know who has the Old Maid, and I was guilty as well. It was just so hilarious. Every time one of us got the Old Maid out of someone else's hand, we were just laughing hysterically. So hard that I could not catch my breath. And it's moments like that, like laughter is the best medicine. Okay, so I think with that being down there, I want to add a little sticker. We'll do a scallop right across the top and put Old Maid. And then maybe we'll just document one of the food trips. We'll see how the room on the paper works out. So this was the ice house, and these two kind of go together. And then this was on the plane. And then I can kind of peel this one up. This is actually, you know what? This is taking up a lot of room. So this is the good thing about PlannerKate stickers. And you can see on the plum paper, I'm having no issue. I can pull that up and there's no peeling of the paper or anything like that. And then maybe I have some full boxes that I could layer and have kind of poking out. I chose this kit. I don't remember when I filmed this if I mentioned that we were going to South Carolina and we wanted like a beach theme. And typically we go to the ocean and swim at least one of the days, but that didn't happen. We just kind of had other plans. We stayed with my aunt and uncle, so it was nice because, you know, they live there and can take us out and about. All right, I like that. And then we'll put this one. Maybe we'll do this, but I don't want to cover him up either. And everything doesn't have to be straight either, so I'm probably way overthinking this. Okay, so let's do this one of my Oma first. I accidentally bought this Tombow refill. It's not really, I don't think, designed to be used on its own, but that's what we're doing. We're gonna make it work. Okay, so this was kind of catty corner, and then we'll put this one down. Do a little adjusting there. And then we'll put this one down here. Then we need to layer this one. Whoa. Okay, so let's talk about this photo set up here that I'm putting down now. This was at the Ice House, which I think was in Somerville, and they have like a retro lunch where they serve really good like homemade food, and they put them on lunch trays. Like for me at school, I'm used to it, but most people aren't used to eating off of plastic trays, but that's their retro lunch. And we really enjoy that restaurant. So we went back there this year. And then this was at a Mexican restaurant, and that is my Oma, who will be 79 here in August. And then again, I said that was the plane ride. So let's see if we want to put any of these full boxes, layer those in there. I think that looks good. And then we'll do some more labels. So I will label this one retro lunch. And then we're just going to go ahead and put Oma 79 on here. She's pretty close to being 79. And then this last one was on the plane, and we were kind of joking that we were in row 32. And my son was like, "Where's my window seat?" And I'm like, "Bud, this is what we got." So it is what it is. It ended up being just fine, but he kept teasing me the whole time that next time we go, he wants to sit in row 1, not row 32. All right, so now that I am back and we have everything kind of documented, that looks a little bit different, obviously, than my normal weeks go with my to-do lists and my waiting on list, but I really didn't want to dedicate a whole page in here. And of course, I'll love having the memories to look back on in this planner as well. So that's going to wrap up this plan with me for vacation week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you back next time.